Peace be unto you, sisters. Thank you so much for watching my video introducing my latest class called Mama Lessons. I wanted to share a little something with you, sisters. You know, my husband grew up watching his mom struggle. He watched his father be insufficient, we'll say that to be kind. He watched his brother crying himself to sleep at night because he was hungry. It stuck with him. It made him the man he is today. He survived his childhood, his mother's foolish breeding choices, and he got to work. He then put a plan in action to always be bringing in more money for his family. The wonderful thing is, even if we should part, he's going to continue to protect me and care for me and provide for me. I do as I please, and he still supports and invests me. He only asks that I don't prevent him from providing for me and protecting me no matter what happens. And this is what a real masculine does. You see, I never saw this level of investment or protection from a masculine before in my whole life. The level of devotion, I've never seen it. Admittedly, I grew up with the yellow lunch slips. I grew up without enough food or clothes. I grew up with the struggle of an idiotic mama who allowed herself to be impregnated by a dysfunctional, nothing-ass male 4 times, not once, 4 times. And not only did she allow this, but she sought it out. He never had a choice. She told us this herself. She told me, you all were my choice. Your father never had a say. So when I go in on bottom chicks, it's because I was raised by one. I know exactly how you foolish women think. So you keep this in mind when you come over here trying to tell me your sob stories about the idiotic decisions that you've made with men. When I met my husband, I didn't know how to be taken care of. I didn't know how to get out of a man's way of doing what he should do. I didn't know how to allow him to just cherish and provide for me. I felt like I was going crazy. I really did. It was a crisis of identity. It was the woman my mother raised me to be versus the goddess that I am. Luckily, the goddess I am won. Mama Lessons told me don't ever rely on a man because mama bred with an addict. She didn't have to do this. She chose it. She had a marriage proposal from a man who worked and owned land. She turned him down and bred my daddy's sperm instead. I could have been born to a black masculine who owned land and boats too. But mama chose the drunkard who smoked crack and barely took care of his 6 children by his at the time wife. These kind of mama lessons nearly destroyed my life. I had to invest in a different way of thinking and living. And that wasn't easy, sugar. It's taking many classes, lots of personal development, mentorship, and more. You're not gonna get this out of just reading books. I keep telling y'all that, and women keep balking and asking me for books. Practical application has to happen for you to really change and grow. So in this class, Mama Lessons, we will be discussing some crucial life lessons, how to win despite your mama lessons and teachings, and how to ditch the negative programming you learned or picked up from your mother. This is a 3-module class. Make sure that you pay attention to the details. They'll be in the description box. But this is a 3-module class covering 3 areas that we need to address for freedom and healing. In Module 1, we'll be dealing with head versus heart. Module 2 is pussy or yoni power. And Module 3 is the princess and the pea. I look forward to having you in class. Thank you so much for listening. Ashe, Selah, Swaha.